What's up? Happy, oh my goodness, hump day to you. Coming in live for the breakfast show. If you are brand spanking new, like you've never been a part of a breakfast show, it is such an honor to have you. I am so excited for this morning's episode. We're about to have so much fun together. If you are new, in the comment section, drop the word new. If you happen to be returning, it's so awesome to have you back for an episode. I'm so honored and so excited for today's special episode. We're gonna make some awesome, delicious, I need to get the bacon ready, bacon bites, but we are gonna talk all things how exactly you can start dropping 10 pounds a month. Okay, so you're gonna drop 10 pounds a month. We have to get through the 4-week mark. That's when the body's gonna start to drop, so we can't give up. And literally how you can maintain it. There's gonna be no meal plan, no giving up foods, no giving up desserts, and no giving up alcohol. So I'm telling you, I went from 0 to 450,000 followers by literally implementing what I'm gonna give you today. Listen, for FREE. So I'm excited. We are live. It's 9:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. I am in Michigan. So if you're like, it's not 10 o'clock in the morning, then it's on a replay, but we are live. It's not pre-recorded and I'm not a robot, but I want to jump in 150%. Before I do, a little bit about my credentials. So I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form, literally. I literally embarked on a journey I wanted to drop 30 pounds and I struggled for 11 months to even drop 1 inch. And I went in for a physical, and when I went in, I did 5 days of doing hormone checks. So they did my blood work for 5 days. And then on top of that, I got blood work on everything. So a full panel, and everything came back 100% amazing. So my doctor's like, okay, Michelle, so what's the issue? I'm like, this is what I've done. She's like, okay, since you've tried so much, let's try to put you on metformin. Metformin is a drug to treat prediabetes. I said no. I cannot tell you, and I bet you anything you've been told about Dr. James, the book, The Obesity Fix. I finally got that book. On the way home, I literally bought the Audible book. I pushed play on it. I've never stopped listening to Audible books in the car ever since. Like, I literally just drove home. I dropped off Bella at school, went to the Planet Fitness, flew home. It's all I listened to. I cannot believe what I've learned. I'm gonna teach all of it to you. I'm gonna share exactly how I implemented 3 things and literally dropped 30 pounds in 5 months now after 11 months of struggling to lose weight. So you're gonna have the answers. Be a part of the comments. If you do have questions, 100% drop any questions that you do have. I'm more than happy to answer them. The first thing that I do wanna talk about, since it's probably one of the biggest trending topics, is to talk about your fiber intake, okay? So with fiber intake, it should be 25 grams total. I'm gonna give you the why behind it. So 25 grams, we shouldn't go above 40 grams. I say that because I'm the person that literally, I do too much of a good thing. So I'll literally be like, hey, so I'm gonna do 60 grams of fiber and I'm just gonna become obsessive about it. But too much of a good thing is just as harmful. I'll share that with you in just a second. So with your fiber, 25 to 40 grams, I'm gonna give you a why behind this because there isn't gonna be all the time you're gonna wanna do this. There's gonna be times where it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle bus, but I'm gonna give you a why that's so strong that you're gonna do it anyways. So let's dive in and let's talk about fiber. Fiber is the only thing that can swell to the depth of your intestinal tract. Think about your intestinal tract. It's where all the food goes through. It looks like a big swirly snake, okay? And when you eat, everything goes through there. Well, insoluble and soluble fiber is what swells to the thickness of the intestinal tract, and it acts like a leech. So as it makes its way through, it does a very good job of vacuuming up any food that's left behind. Well, why do we not want food left behind? Well, it can grow toxins, it can grow bacteria, which leads to inflammation, which leads to bloating, which leads to irregular bowel movements. We don't want that. So let's talk about fiber and the best sources. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds does have 10 grams of fiber, but there's 150 calories. So if you're someone, I don't know, if you want to indulge 150 calories in dark chocolate, maybe you're like, hey, I wish I had a better source. So for me, I do carbo not bread. So if you want to write this down, good morning, Carlene. Carbo not bread. I just put in the comments, CRBONAUT. You guys, I get it from Whole Foods. It's 40 calories for one slice. Let me show it to you. 40 calories, 50 grams of protein, and we're gonna talk about an app today that's gonna literally tell you everything that is free of toxins and dyes and carcinogens, because we cannot be buying foods that have those things in them. It's a big, big, big red flag. It makes your body actually spike cortisol levels and spike glucose levels. And when that happens, our body is storing our food as fat instead of using it as energy. So I'm telling you right now, it's a big no-no, and I'm gonna give you that app. You have to stay tuned. You have to watch, you have to listen. So I'm using turkey bacon right now. Turkey bacon's a little bit lower in fat. There's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. There's only 4 calories in a gram of carbs and 4 calories in a gram of protein. So I've learned I love cheese, I love egg yolks, I love avocado, but a typical day of fats is very low. So I had to take some swaps in my turkey sausage, my turkey bacon instead of regular, okay? So I use everything in the air fryer. Alexa, how do I air fry bacon? If I don't ever know how to do anything, I use my handy dandy Alexa or Google or ChatGPT. So with your fiber, we also wanna make sure 7,500 steps because that helps, Alexa off. It helps move the food through your body. Steps, water, fiber, okay? The 2 types is insoluble and soluble. Fruit is a great choice if it's a berry. Your blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, 8 grams in 1 cup. Your veggies, the greens, think of a green veggie, 7 grams in 1 cup. Those are extremely low on the glycemic index chart. You can go find right now how to track your fiber. But I look at a lot as like, hey, I gotta be at Bella's school at 2:45. I'm not gonna just wing that. I'm gonna have a timer set or I'm gonna look at the clock. Do the same for your fiber. You need 25 grams for maintenance, but you also need 25 grams for losing weight. So that's the importance of fiber. Did you know that fiber actually increases the GLP-1 hormone in your body? And did you know toxins and dyes, the reduction of them, actually if you have too much toxins and dyes in your body, it actually decreases the GLP-1 hormone in your body. So we want to make sure that we are increasing the GLP-1 hormone in the body, and it's done through fiber. That's the hunger hormone. Okay, so that's the first thing for weight loss. You can 150% do that with certainty. The second thing that we talked about, we're gonna cover right now, is we're gonna cover water, okay? Water should be half of your weight in ounces of water each and every day. And there's a really big altercation that a lot of people aren't doing. I had a group of 5 people that I used in a case study, like, hey, do this water, half of your weight in ounces of water, and they did. But then we had another group do half of their weight in ounces of water, plus they had to add in any ounces of pop, coffee, or alcohol that they drink. They got better results. If you do drink coffee, if you do drink pop or you do drink alcohol, it's okay, but those are diuretics. So they dehydrate you. So a lot of us don't understand that we literally have to be adding that back in. Another thing, I find people that add these to their waters. I used to be that girl. I used to add Crystal Light, Mio. I used to add any type of enhancers, any type of electrolytes because they say it helps you. Here's the app that's gonna change your life. Are you ready for it? It's literally going to change your life in so many ways. It's not even funny. It's called Yucca. So Y-U-K-A. And when I take this and I scan this in this app, okay, it tells me that there's 7 additives and that it's a bad rating. And if I click on these additives, it tells me the risk and why there is a risk, okay? So this one disrupts the gut microbiome, worsens diabetes complications, and has effects on the liver. So make sure if you're adding to your water something, is this actually helping you or is this actually working against you? There's a lot of times I'll see people up their fiber and protein and water and they're like, I'm still not losing weight. But what are they adding in? What is their fiber? Because this right here was what I was using. This has toxins and dyes and additives. This has carcinogenics inside of it. If you scan this in that app that I just put in the comments for you right now, it tells you that. And we don't understand that every day that we invite that into our body, when it's more than 80%, like 80-20 is not followed, our food stops being used as energy. We can feel it. Come on. Do you feel good overall? We can feel it, and we can also see it because our food's being stored as fat. Your car has broken down, but it's not the engine's fault. That's the same as the body. So we would never use this as fiber. We actually have to get our source of insoluble and soluble fiber without fillers. So if you're supplementing fillers or fiber, I already know, hey, this could be a big pullback on you starting to drop weight. So that's for that. So if you enhance your water, guess what's in my water right now? I already drank 40 ounces because I have a timer that goes off, which I'm gonna teach you. Today I have whole cherries. I went to the market, unpitted cherries, they're seeping in my water. What about blackberries or blueberries or raspberries or mint leaves? What about lemons, limes, or cucumbers? Enhance your water. I put a little drizzle of honey or a little drizzle of real maple syrup like in my coffee. There are ways that you can get things that don't have additives inside of them, okay? But you gotta use that app. So here's the deal with your water. Set a freaking timer. Because guess what? My husband just said it just now on the phone. He goes, Michelle, I haven't been sleeping well because I've been drinking late. I go, okay, so why are you drinking late? Like, are you thirsty or because you don't have enough? Hi, Dominic, you don't have enough water. And he goes, well, I haven't been having enough water. I go, Jeff, set a timer. Set your timer literally every 90 minutes. Mine's already gone off since 5:30 in the morning. It's gone off 3 times and I took 15 sips. I finished 40 ounces of water. It becomes easy. I'm done by like 6:37, so I'm not up going to the bathroom all night, but let me teach you something about water. The 40 plus Audible books that I've listened to now from the experts out there that are biohacking our body, literally what I've learned, guess what? You're better off drinking every 90 to 120 minutes than you are going long periods of time. Water's how you burn fat. You've heard of liposuction, plastic surgery. Lipolysis is how the body burns fat. That's exactly what it's called, lipolysis. It goes through a fat burning process, and the first step is hydrolysis. You've got 365 opportunities to burn fat. How many days are you? At the age of 30, it's proven that our metabolism starts to shift by 0.02%. You can times that number by 2 when you become dehydrated. Water is how you literally water the skin. It's what keeps your intestinal tract free and clear of toxins and dyes. Any bacteria that we do drink, instead of it hooking onto the walls, do you want to know what your intestinal tract should look like? It should look like a swirled up snake, and it should be pink like your gums. There are ones when you Google it that have like black on them. That's by being dehydrated. The food didn't move through. There's toxins, okay? Secondly, any type of food left behind that can cause bacteria. So we want to make sure that we're combining all of these together, and the why behind it. Tell me right now, you know dang well when you go today and you're like, I don't want to drink water, you're going to be like, but I want to burn fat. You know it. So it's going to help because now I'm not just telling you to do something, I'm giving you a why behind it. I'm giving you a real life analogy. So for the water, what are you going to enhance it with? Did you set a 90-minute timer? Man, it's so easy. Set timer 90 minutes. Water is how you burn fat. It vibrates, it goes off. I do it till bedtime. Here's the deal. Your bladder will adjust. You give it 90 days. You take the short-term sacrifice for the future gain, and guess what's gonna happen? You are gonna never freaking have to worry about getting up and going to the bathroom all the time. It'll adjust. It waters the skin. I used to put hyaluronic acid on my face until I learned about the YUKA app. I went to a naturopath doctor. The naturopath doctor goes, what are you adding? I go, what? I've never even heard of this app. You guys, it was carcinogenic and I was rubbing it into my skin every day and I had skin cancer right here into my lip. Water your skin without having to use, what are you using? Scan it, please. If you use something more than once a week, I want you to get that app and scan it. You are gonna drop so much freaking weight, it's not even funny. If you have autoimmune disorders, I had someone message me that all of this stuff is improved all by them doing one thing. Holy crap, using that app to scan their foods. And at the very bottom, it gives you a recommendation of something that's clean. That's the water component. If you drink seltzer water, coming to find out, I have a good example of what's called LaCroix, okay? LaCroix, mine is a very good one. The LaCroix that I get is the one from Costco. But let me talk to you about something. If you're buying like the ice water, if you're scanning it, it doesn't have a good rating, we can't use it. Because again, you're having toxins and dyes. Think about what that's doing. Your intestinal tract is thick and durable, but things can start to eat between it. So again, it's moderation. If you go to dinner tonight, you're like, you don't have to be perfect, but 80-20, right? 80-20. So here's the deal. With your water, if you have any signs in any way, shape, or form of brain fog, Okay, they're coming to find out there was this huge study that was done on brain fog. And a lot of people are just taking it and correlating it to menopause or perimenopause. It's not even coming from that. What we're not learning about is nitric oxide in the body. Listen to me for 60 seconds. Nitric oxide. So I want you to really quick just look down at your blood. Okay? Really quick, really fast, look down at your veins. Okay? Your veins are literally, oh, why is this taking this noise? Your veins literally are pumping right now blood to every area in your body, right? Every area in your body. Okay, there's a width at what that's happening at. Okay, there's a width, there's a depth. So, hold on. So when I look at my veins right here, the width and depth of the blood flowing through them is different for every single person. And it has to do with what's called nitric oxide. Never did I hear of nitric oxide before listening to 40 plus Audible books. Okay, so is all the blood flowing to your fingers? Is all the blood? Do you have brain fog? Blood flow might be a little constricted. This changes with age. This changes with toxins and dyes and additives in our food, pollutions and free radicals. So it might have decreased, and when that decreases, we might have a little bit more brain fog. We might be a little bit more fatigued. Our performance and recovery in the gym, it might be declining. One thing you add, and Gary Brackett is amazing at it, you add hydrogen into the body, the smallest element on the element table. Let's go back to biology or whatever class that is. You add it in, and it dilates the blood vessel 10 times for 10 hours. Can you imagine how you're gonna feel? But now you have that YUKA app. If you scan that hydrogen tablet, if it has a poor rating with additives, no, that spikes cortisol, that spikes glucose. Now when we eat, instead of it being used as energy, it's stored as visceral fat. No, you want crystallines. You want a crystallized format of hydrogen water. You would never add ice, you pour it in. Literally, it's clear. You swirl it up, it turns bright yellow, oxidizing within 5 minutes, and you drink it. Fatigue, headaches, blood pressure, performance and recovery in the gym all improve. That's nitro. If you're not aware of nitro or you want the science behind it, the clinicals, the third-party validation, and the cleanliness of it, drop in the comments the word nitro and hit follow. Maybe you're like, Michelle, I could care frickin' less. It is 30 days money back guaranteed. Proven through science clinicals. No one's ever explained it to you like this before. I want you to hit follow and comment below nitro with a star, and you can grab a bag right now. There's only 3 flavors in stock: black cherry, lemon lime, or grape, and you can have what's called the nitro experience without the additives. Okay? So that's what we're gonna do. Here's the deal. With your water, hey Teresa, let me ask you a quick question. Do you know how to send a message? Because the comments are gonna disappear. Okay, if you know how to send me a message, all I need you to do is go to Messenger, and you're gonna literally send me a message that says nitro. I'll share the video with you. If you wanna snag a bag, you're like, listen, it's April freaking 1st. I did not swear. April freaking 1st. I want this yesterday. I want to feel like this. Here's what you're gonna do, okay? I pinned it right here for you. You're just gonna go right here to the handy dandy breakfastshow.net. Boom. You're gonna go to the top where it says Nueva. And when you see Nueva, you're gonna see nitro. There you go. I double dog dare you to empty that bag and you return it and get all your money back, including shipping, if you do not have a nitro experiment. Okay? Everyone understand where we came from. So that's the water component of it. Okay? So here's the deal. With your water, we have the timer set. Drop a 1 if you set the timer. Now I need you to set, okay, I need you to make sure that you write down on a piece of paper the word water. Where do you wake up to? What do you wake up to? Okay, if you wake up to an alarm or you start opening your phone, I need you 150% to write down, and I need you to put it next to your nightstand so that you literally wake up and have water before you have coffee. And it's almost gonna be nearly impossible for you to do this unless you set the reminder. Listen, team, I literally still have this on my phone every single day, including when I travel, because you're gonna see it. What you see, what you think, what you write, what you type, it's what you bring more of. The people who have success in weight loss, the only reason why they do is because they visualize it. The people who reach their water goal and they reach their fiber goal, they're not any different than you. It's because they actually visualize it. You have a choice. It's April 1st. Who cares about what happened last month? What matters is right now, today. Okay? Sorry, I get really passionate. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're fired up right now. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're fired up. Okay? Here's the deal. We're gonna add, we just had turkey bacon. I'm gonna add some eggs. With eggs, we have to be careful. In the beginning of the show, we talked about fat. There's 9 calories, 1 gram of fat. 4 calories, 1 gram of carb. 4 calories, 1 gram of protein. Here's the deal, okay? 4. You should never have more than 1 yolk a day. Yes, that's good cholesterol. There's also something, too much of a good thing will paralyze you just as much as it's gonna help you. It will paralyze you just as much as it's gonna help you. So we have to realize that our cheese, our avocado, our butters, our nuts, our seeds, our peanut butters, those are all a very high fat food. And too much of a good thing will paralyze us. Okay, the third thing we're gonna talk about is our protein. We're gonna talk about that right now. And there's so much noise that goes around this. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to please right now Google your ideal weight, okay? Your ideal weight. Okay, so go ahead and Google that for me. Really quickly, Google it. Okay? What is your ideal weight? What you're gonna do is you have to Google 5 foot, 7 inch female. That's what I would say ideal weight. And guess what? It's gonna give you a range. It's gonna give you a range. If it says 129 to 150, guess what that means? That means you go for the highest number. The highest number. Here's my little trick on my eggs. Ready? You crack it. You just go back and forth. So the yolk doesn't always go. Every 1 egg that I add the yolk, I use an egg white. Okay? So you can see I do this. The egg white comes out. And then I save them for the dog. Or guess what? I throw them away. Don't judge me. We're on the breakfast show. It's a non-judgment zone. Okay? We're making viral egg bites. So you have to be careful with that. So here's the deal with this. Okay? When it comes to your protein, you cannot go to the lower number until you're at your maintenance. So if I wanted to right now that I'm at maintenance, I could do 129 grams of protein every day. As long as I do that, I'm gonna maintain my current weight loss efforts of 30 pounds down, okay? I need you to find out that number, and I need you to realize something. You're probably like, wow, this is a depression session. I don't know how I'm gonna reach for 150 grams of protein, but let me have you smile. Okay, 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. Huh, that's it, 600 calories. Let me share something with you. We just talked about fat. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. Did you hear what I just said? So if you can, I'm telling you right now, where there is a will, there is a way. Where you can envision and manifest that you can reach that, you can do it. 600 calories. Even if you're the person who comes to me and says, Michelle, I don't eat a lot. Okay, what'd you eat today? How ironic, this person ate 800 calories, but guess what? 100 of those calories came from protein. So I'm telling you right now, you can do this. And I'm gonna teach you a hack right now. If you drop in the comments a word hack, I'm gonna give you a hack right now that you can forever have in your pocket. But you gotta drop it. The people who drop it are gonna get it. The people who don't, oh, depression session. I'm sorry, drop it, because you are gonna be able to walk into any store. You are gonna be able to walk in anywhere. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna absolutely blow your mind. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, hi Nisi, what's up, hot friend? Okay, The protein hack, here we are. Are you ready? All right. The protein hack I wish I knew sooner. You're gonna walk into any restaurant, you could be on vacation, you could be in the airport, and you will know what is a protein versus a non-protein. All right, you see the nutritional facts, do you see it? It says calories, it says 60. You identified the calories, that's not what it's about. Okay, delete the last number of calories, so put your finger over it. Okay, cool. What do you see when you put your finger over it? You see a 6. That number you see it. When you cover the last number is how many grams of protein there should be. Okay, protein will always be in bold. See it right above my pointer finger, protein? There's 13. Is 6 greater than 13? Ha! It's a protein, but wait, we don't stop there. We get out our handy dandy YUKA app, YUKA, and we scan it. Okay? Any additives? Oh, it's a good rating. It's a good rating. There's no additives at all. So it's 100% rating. But wait, what if I scan this one? Let me scan over here, this one. Come on, I need you to do this with me. Are you ready? Right here. We have a yogurt. You might think it's a protein. You might think I eat protein and I'm not losing weight. I understand. 80 calories is the first thing we identify. We cover the last number. What do we see? What do we see? We see an 8. What do I see when I cover the last number of calories? Now I go to protein, which is above the pointer, which will always be in bold, and I see 12. You go above it and you see 12. Okay, it's 8 or greater, it's a protein. Nope. Let's scan it with our handy dandy YUKA app. The barcode. Oh, there's 6 additives. 6. Okay, let's click on the additives. Oh my gosh. Heart disease, high blood pressure, high A1C, chronic inflammation. If I were to buy this and think I'm getting a high protein right now and it's going to help me lose weight, those additives are skyrocketing cortisol, skyrocketing glucose, and now when I eat, my food is being stored as fat instead of being used as energy. Oh my gosh. Shut the front door, hit follow. Comment below YUKA for 15 high protein approved foods that I eat every day, and that helped me drop 30 pounds in 5 months after 11 months of struggling to drop an inch because of foods just like this junk. Did you just learn something new? Tell me in the comments. Did you just learn something new? So here's the deal. Did you just learn something new and is your mind blown away? So that's what I want you to use, and that's what I want you to do. The app is in the comments. It's called YUKA. I love you. Merry Christmas. Okay, and I don't get anything for sharing that with you in any way, shape, or form at all. So that's the protein source. The most abundant thing that's found within your body is what? What is it? Protein and water. Protein and water. Can we all say that in the comment section? Protein, water, okay? The only thing I'd ever say, so she's asking if she should use supplements. The only reason why is a collagen, okay? A collagen. What's the most abundant protein found within your body? There's 20,000, one of them wins first place. What's the most abundant protein found within your body? There's 20,000 of them. One of them wins first place. Tell me this in the comment section. Collagen. Okay? So did you hear that? Because this is very important. Did you hear that? So if you care about your hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, and your skin's elasticity, you should deserve to know the most abundant protein found within you is collagen. There's 5 types. I didn't know this. There's a type 1, a type 2, a type 3, a type 4, and a type 5. I learned the hard way that you don't buy your collagen from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods or Marshalls, right? One thing you want to look at is number one, you want to make sure it's YUKA approved. No additives. Additives spike cortisol, additives spike glucose. Now we're inviting our food to be stored as fat. 3 things right now, write down that you want to find in a collagen. Are you ready? Number 1, the first ingredient listed happens to be what? Type 2 collagen. And if you get medical grade, you are elite. You're watering the hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, skin's elasticity in the gut. Number 2, I had skin cancer from rubbing in hyaluronic acid because I wanted to be youthful, but it had what inside of it? Additives that were carcinogenic. Use the YUKA app to scan what you use more than once a week. Okay? This has organic tremolo mushroom. A naturopath literally mimics hyaluronic acid. Organic tremolo mushroom. It's inside of this. That's the second thing you want to look like in your collagen. Number 3, liquid for water soluble. Number 4, if you're anything like me and you're over the age of 30, because your metabolism changes by 0.02%, you need a fat burner. The Morosteel is the only patent fat burner, guaranteeing 94% of consumers who use it for 12 weeks to drop weight. If you are turned up and you are not aware of this, 5 supplements in one, I want you to hit follow. I want you to comment below the word slim. And if you're like, Michelle, I could care frickin' less. It's 30 days money back guaranteed. Proven through science, proven through clinicals, third-party validation, and CLEAN. Drop slim with the star and I'm gonna snag you a bottle. That's what you wanna look for when you are using a collagen, okay? 100%. So, stop using the junk, stop using the fillers. You don't want them anymore. You are worth the extra $1. You're worth the extra, get the cottage cheese that's clean, right? Because that's what I find with people I talk to. I walk up to the grocery store, I go, hi miss, can I show you this new app? She goes, sure. I show her the new app. She goes, oh my gosh, I'm struggling. I go, ma'am, look at this food. She goes, oh my God, I love you. I just talked to someone yesterday. I'm down 10 pounds just by using that app. Same foods, just no additives. Can you imagine? Same food, just no additives. Tell me in the comments that your mind's not blown. Okay? So that's what you want to look like. You want it to be you want it to be a type 2 collagen. Why? Type 1 and 3 in the body, they're already dormant. Type 2 is what you decrease every single month by 1%. Every year, I mean. So if you're 50, you've lost 30%. Add in type 2, you biohacked it. Okay? What's the second thing? Water soluble, liquid. You have to be able to soluble. You have to be able to, Jerry, here's what I want you to do. You're just gonna send me a direct message right here on Facebook and you're gonna say the word slim. I'll share a video that has the science behind it, explains way better than me, okay? And if you guys want it, you get it for 89 bucks for a full month supply. Today, April Fools, you get it for 69 bucks. Full month supply. You've got your fenugreek, gut lining, holy crap. I can't even believe that I used to wake up and my stomach when I ate would stick out. That protects the gut lining. What else? Type 2, medical grade. What else? Organic tremolo mushrooms in it, and we've got the fat burner. Okay, no caffeine, no soy, no dairy, no gluten, caffeine free like I mentioned. Okay, right here. Thebreakfastshow.net, that goes into the web browser. When you put that in the web browser, okay, you'll see Nueva. Listen, you get a bottle, that's a full month supply. Get a duo pack, you save more per bottle. You get a trio pack, you save even more per bottle. Now you have a 3-month supply. Did you know that 6% of people who did not get results, guess what happened? The only reason why they didn't get results was because they were not consistent with taking their slim. Okay? So that's something that you want to make sure that you realize, and I'll get alerted if you do get it. Okay? So that's our protein, that's our fiber, and that is our water. If you have not heard of cell activation, but you have heard of the GLP-1, I just want you to know that there's an alternative route. Cell activation is something that works for you long term. The GLP-1 is actually something that tricks the brain. Okay, so it tricks your brain, it tricks the body. Okay, you get it injected weekly or bi-weekly or monthly. Hi, Bongi. Literally, it's something that people have to go for weekly, monthly, whatever. Okay, It tricks the brain. Cell activation actually works immediately and it works long term, okay? Cell activation is when you actually use short chain amino acids, which are called peptides, to do what is called a cell activation metabolic reset. And it's a 99.9% chance of happening. And there's two forms of it, okay? Number one, when you go to look for cell activation, please, there cannot be fillers, cannot be phosphorus, there not going to be embryos inside of them. There are a lot of companies creating peptides that have these things inside of them. We do not want that. Why? It's causing the adverse effect of adding into your body, affecting cortisol and glucose, so when you do eat, it's storing as fat. No. When you look at something and you look at the ingredients, the first thing listed is what you find the most of. Boom. The last thing listed you find the least of. So if your first ingredient is not exactly like tesofensin, which helps tremendously with food noise, okay, it shuts off a compartment in the mind that is focused around the visualization of food. That's what tesofensin does, okay? It reminds me of Motrin. You know how Motrin, so tesofensin, but it actually lasts in the body and helps things build up. Okay, tesofensin, we have food noise, sugar and salt decrease. That's the side effect of that. Then you have Diaxa. That's the stimulant-free mood focus. There's no stimulant. So you're looking for things like you have an attention disorder. I can't make actually medical claims, but you're looking, Diaxa is what's gonna help with mood focus and also a stimulant-free mood stabilizer, okay? The third thing is BCP157, which is the evacuation mechanism of inflammation. So when I wasn't on that, my knee, I had a lot of tendinitis because when you have fluids and tightness, it's pushing up against nerves and that nerves cause pain. That's one route. Drop in the comments the word elevate. I'll share that video with you. That is a peptide 3-in-1 stack, medical grade for weight loss, okay? The second is body. Body has two. 5-amino-1, which increases the NAD plus in the body, and SLUPPP332, which is an exercise mimicking effect. The 5-amino-1 has 30 plus positive benefits to improving insulin sensitivity. The SLUP 3332 is more of metabolic and hormonal function. So drop body in the comments. I can share both videos if you drop body and elevate, but the most important thing that you're ever gonna find is that when something is microbeaded and has science, clinicals, and third-party validation, it actually trumps any injectable. When you look at the ingredients of these, you only see exactly what I just told you. You will see nothing else. The purity and the sourceability of these products, the reason why they're never in stock, is because of what they're sourced from. Typical things are found in a warehouse where there's so many boxes that literally rats and mice are running all over them, okay? I take this 30 minutes before my first meal. I was on body, I switched to Elevate, but I'm getting off of Elevate back to body. Why? I've lost too much weight. I lost 9 pounds in 6 weeks. My husband's down 25 pounds, okay? This is Elevate, microbeaded for the best absorption. I take it 30 minutes before my first meal. And because this is a cell activation, the way it works in your body is you take it for 2 months on, 1 month off. When you reach your goal, you actually get off of it and you maintain your weight loss efforts. How? You've activated the cells that have been shut off from additives in our foods. You now have that YUKA app. You don't have to be perfect, but if 80% of the time you are, and the 20% of the time you have fun with additives, you will maintain your weight loss efforts. So in the comments, I need you to drop in the comments the word body or elevate. Cell activation in 2 weeks has given her tremendous results. You know when you have stubborn fat attacking one area of the body, okay? 6 weeks in. She thought she was menopausal until she was introduced to cell activation, and same with her as well, okay? So if you want to grab a bottle, listen to this because you're going to faint. You can get right now a bottle of Elevate for $169, your full month supply, or body $169, full month supply, it's usually $209. You can get right now a 3-pack. You can do 2 Elevate, 1 body, or you can do 1 body, 2 Elevate. You get my Nitro, which is a hydrogen water we talked about in the beginning, for free, and you get that for $4.30. You save $170 and get a free $50 bag of Nitro. $430. That's what I would do. It's 30 days money back guaranteed. Drop in the comments Elevate with a star if you want to do Elevate for your 2-pack and then 1 body, or body with a star if you want to do 2 body and 1 Elevate. And this is for existing customers as well. So you need to hop in my inbox. Here's what I need you to do if you want it. You have to message me on Facebook or Instagram. You guys, I can't keep up, okay? And the comments will disappear. Thebreakfastshow.net, when you go there, you're gonna see New Ava. When you click New Ava, you're gonna see a power pack. That's the name of it, okay? When you go to thebreakfastshow.net, you're gonna see body, you're gonna see beauty. You're looking for what is called the power pack, okay? Nitro is the hydrogen water. So if I go right now to shop now, I'm in here and I'm shopping. Shop all, new arrivals. I need to go to the body beauty link. Where's thebreakfastshow.net? Breakfastshow.net. Okay, so I'm in here. Let's go to specials. We don't want that. Under specials, we need the power pack. That's under breakfast show. ASAP. Okay, so you can go back right here. You can go to Shop New Ava, Shop Body and Beauty. That's where you would go. Okay, shop now, and you're gonna see the power pack, signature power pack. You're gonna get 30 off for being a new customer, and you can pick. So add to cart, and now you can pick. You can do 1 time. So we'll do New Ava Elevate, and I'll do New Ava Body. And then I want to do the Nitro. Add to cart, purchase, you're on your way. Okay? That's how you want to do it if you don't want to wait for me. Elevate is an option now because it is back in stock. Okay? I find Elevate helped me with binge eating. I found Body did not help me with binge eating. If that helps make your decision at all. I also have a Beautify peptide. It's called Beauty. I take that before bed. That's obviously for everything. I don't believe in all that stuff that people get done. So, yeah. So, any questions in regards to any of that? You can drink coffee. Any nutritionist who's telling you that you can't have coffee, you guys, the only reason why that person is saying that to you is for one reason. Typical coffees, almost all of them are pesticidic. They're pesticidic. That's why I switched 2 years ago to Rise. And then I switched over to New Ava Morning. I dropped 5 pounds just making that switch. How and why? Let me tell you how and why right now, okay? There's no pesticides. The New Ava Morning has your L-theanine for the day. It has your cordyceps mushroom, your lion's mane mushroom, and guess what else it has? Ceylon cinnamon. Regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels. You do not want that. It's all in this blend coming over from a Colombian brew from Sicily. Drop the word coffee in the comments. I will introduce you to the expert. It's a video of the Science Clinical's third-party validation and cleanliness of New Ava Morning. Or you can drop coffee with a star, and you can actually snag a bag of it right now for 30 days money back guaranteed. I encourage you to actually empty the bag, and if you're not in love wholeheartedly, I encourage you to return it, okay? So we added all of our stuff to our eggs. We're making the viral Starbucks bites. I hope you had fun. In the comments, drop a 1 in the comments if you are having a riot, if you learned something new. And now I want you to ask questions. Hi, Shauna. Now I want you to ask questions. So we talked about protein. We talked about how to get your ideal weight in grams of protein and how little the calories are compared to 9 calories per 1 gram of fat. We talked about fiber, what to add and what not to add. We talked about the Yucca app and we talked about water. Okay. We also talked about the pesticides around coffee and how to biohack the human body. Okay. The only thing that we are really missing, okay, is that if you can't afford it, the price this is going to cost you today versus the cost if you come back to me in 6 months, you're going to pay more long term. Let me tell you something. 8 years ago, I was sitting at my desk and I came across an article that forever changed my life. This morning, or if you catch this replay, it's live at 10:36 a.m., could be what changes your life. The article was about a man who paid his ex-wife billions of dollars, and I'm like, how and why? He was a part of the e-commerce. I got depressed because I had a background in HR, cleaning houses and doing hair in my basement, 60 grand in debt as a single divorced mom. But let me tell you something. I found that all I had to do was find the people. If I could go find the product that millions of people demand right now. And there are people out there who want science, clinicals, third-party validation, and clean. And I can make up to 40% commission. I am gonna tell you 9 years later, I have paid off every ounce of debt. I fired every one of my frickin' bosses. It didn't happen in months. And I did this in the nooks and crannies of my day along 3 jobs. And I had 200 friends on Facebook when I started. If you are positive, if you are coachable and you are frickin' hungry right now, April 1st, 2026, and struggling financially, or don't go on date night, or don't take trips, or have debt, and you don't drop below the word hybrid for me to introduce you to this exact model, I'm telling you right now, I want to shake you. I'm going to lead you because you get me. You've got the products and you've got the system. I'm about to go head up to 500 people and give them this picture right now to put in their stories, and people are going to reach out to them on their lunch break and say, what is that? Do you want to know what they have to say? If I share a video that explains the science behind it better than I can, will you watch it? They type it. Yep, here's the video, earn up to 40% commission. We just did $430,000 last month. Why aren't you a part of that number? That's just me and my people that I introduced to it. My people, not the company, my people. Drop in the comments the word hybrid. I'll share the catalog. I'll share the video that explains social retail changing the game better than I can. There's no monthly fee. There's no quota. You don't have to do live. You don't have to do reels. And you don't have to recruit anyone to be underneath you. So why aren't you doing this in 2026? Are you turned up or what? Are you so excited? I'm not here to beg, sell, or convince you, but I'm here to tell you right now, it's time to go from 0 to hero. It's time to step outside of yourself and to literally stop playing so small. I get really passionate. I'll take a picture of your name. Hold on. I'm going to wait for other people to drop it. Sandy, I got you. I'm going to wait for other people to drop it, and then I'll take a picture. So if you guys have, Sandy, I got you. I've had people in other companies who have to recruit or have a leader who doesn't lead them and they have no idea how to do something or they're lost, walk away from an income to come partner and do this with me, because you have to have all 3. You have to have the product, you have to have the system, you've got to have the leadership. End of discussion. You're introverted? I've got scripts. You click a button. You don't have time? You do this in the nooks and crannies of your day. You're too busy? It's mobily. You do it from your phone. You don't have a social, are you positive, coachable, and hungry? 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 There you go. The rest is history! Woo! All right. Do we have any questions? Dude, you know what? I'm pretty sure my freaking husband, oh no he didn't. He's lucky. I thought he threw away my trays when we got a new oven. I thought he threw away my trays. I was about to beat him with a stick. Okay, get in my inbox. Anything you inquired about in the comment section, it's going to disappear. Okay, so if you're like, that girl never responded back to me. Yeah, actually I did. Okay, I told you to go. If I were to pause for every person and be like, hey, hop in my inbox. Hold on, let me hop in yours. No one would be a part of the breakfast show. You are guaranteed an episode between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Zone every single day. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to hit follow. I need you to hit add friend. I need you to tag your mom, your brother, your sister, and your in-laws when they're a female in the comments, because they deserve to hear about this. So they need to be tagged, because all of this is all off of referrals for them to learn. What am I doing right now? What am I doing? Oh, egg bites. How to bake my egg bites in the oven. I love Google. Super easy and low calorie. Ooh, Starbucks style. Woo! 325. Look at, some people are like, I can't bake. I don't know how. Okay, really? Do you have Google? Do you have Alexa? Prep your pan. We did. Add fillings. Water bath. Keep step. Bake 25 to 30 minutes. Okay? So, we're going to put them in here. Alexa, set timer 25 minutes, Starbucks. Are we good? All right, guys, I love you. Bye.